And NC Chief Omer Abdullah has snubbed Gautam Gambir for his latest tweet on the separate PM remark. He said, and I quote, "Stick to the stuff you know." This, of course, a scathing jibe coming from Omer Abdullah's side. Remember, Gautam Gambir had taken to Twitter to attack Omer for his separate PM comment. Back then, Gautam Gambir had tweeted, and I quote, "Omer Abdullah wants a separate PM for Jammu and Kashmir and I want to walk on the ocean." But of course, not taking it lightly, Omer Abdullah, in an extremely sharp retort at Gautam Gambir, has of course taken on the star cricketer and has slammed Gautam Gambir, asking him to stick to what he knows. Megha, of course, joining us on the phone line. Megha, rather scathing comment coming from Omer Abdullah's side, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, he's completely slammed Gautam Gambir. Gautam Gambir, remember, was recently inducted into Delhi BJP and he is likely to fight from not the New Delhi constituency. And of course, he went on with his diatribe against Omer Abdullah, going on and saying that if Omer Abdullah wants a separate Prime Minister for the state of Jammu and Kashmir, then he wants the pigs to fly and things like that. So obviously that was a jovial sort of a slamming of Omer Abdullah, but obviously Omer Abdullah not taking that sitting down. He has given it back, and how, and rightly so. So he again, putting down Gautam Gambir on this particular instance, saying that if you do not know anything about politics in Jammu and Kashmir, then might as well stay away from it instead of displaying your ignorance.
Absolutely, Megha. He snubbed Gautam Gambir, and how? And on that note, of course, we have Arish Bilal also, who's joining us on the phone line. Arish, a quick question from you before, of course, we wrap the bulletin. Omer Abdullah has slammed Gautam Gambir, who recently joined the BJP. Take us through what Omer Abdullah had to say.
Well, we will have to put it into context because, up to 70s, the Jammu Kashmir did have a separate Prime Minister and the President. And yesterday when the Omer Abdullah, he made his remark in his speech that the National Conference is going to work for the restoration of the nomenclature of Prime Minister and Sadr Riyasat for Jammu and Kashmir. So he was definitely referring to the position when Jammu Kashmir had total autonomy. And, the National Conference has been fighting for the autonomy of the Jammu and Kashmir for, quite some time now. And it has been on their, in their manifesto and on their political agenda. And this is why he has reacted sharply to the statement of Gautam Gambir, saying that Gautam Gambir is a novice to the, politics. He has recently joined BJP and he has no idea about the history of Jammu and Kashmir.
Well, remains to be seen, Arish, if Gautam Gambir does retort back to Omer Abdullah's tweet. But as far as, of course, Mr. Abdullah's comments on asking for a separate PM for the state of Jammu and Kashmir is concerned, of course, over that, the war of words only seem to be escalating with each passing minute. And on that note, it's a wrap on this bulletin.